Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Right to the air. Here's Murray. And his first look is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 43 yards. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, they take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This one complete to Scott Miller. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, it's Brady. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick six. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. And how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. They go play fake. Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Williams, a man in motion right. On second and 11 now. Herbert. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Herbert on first down now. Steps away. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton, 49 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll swing this out to Tony. The slot man in motion right. From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
Another catch for Valdes-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Here's a diving catch right side. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his left. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense.
And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert rolling to his right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Gerald Everett from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd down, McKinnon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. The slot man in motion right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 2nd and 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. On 2nd and 12, Brady dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Miller in motion right. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll just get rid of it.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right.
Hey, goal 66.
And the slot man goes in motion left. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Miller in motion right. Play action. Now it's Brady. Buying time to his left.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Rodgers again now. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Rodgers will try again on second down. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 33 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Eluding the pressure right. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. The slot man in motion right. On second down, they'll run with White. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now he'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Miller in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Succop's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is,
now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there,
and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, 25 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Miller in motion right. On play action, it's Brady. And he completes it to Tompkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's got Otten. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
Yeah, in the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Slot man moves right. Throwing again on second down. Brady. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Miller in motion right. Brady now on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 39 yards. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan, 68 yards. And the Packers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. To try again after the sack. Brady. This is Miller. Complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
This one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Miller in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in. Went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Miller in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, go 66.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Here we go. Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Slot man moves right. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got room. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Bernard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now Brady. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Brady, gotta have this one. Pass caught, Miller, and he will have the conversion on fourth down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw, Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. A 6, maybe 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Evans comes in motion right. Brady to throw. He's able to find Miller. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finding Miller once more, complete. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now Evans in motion left. One final try now for Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.